Ah. Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome to Ace Attorney. I blame Triss for this. Honestly, it's just a pretty good thing to do in life. Anyway, for those who don't know what this game is, I'm gonna yell objection to about 600 people by the end of this. So let's begin, shall we? Yeah, we'll let a couple people file in. Alright. I think that's enough time. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one. Oh boy, am I nervous. Right. There's my... Oh, hey, Chief. Phew, I'm glad you made it on time. I know it. No, man camera's just the Scooby snack. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor that will never fucking end. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? I feel like it's conflict of interest, but yes. Yes, actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out. Any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Triss, you're not the one I threw a Scooby snack to! I'm also now scared to ever look to see if you actually did send the thing. I don't need to know if you did. Ah, fuck. Sniff? What are you sniffing, Triss? What are you sniffing? How horseshit this is gonna be. Aw, Triss, you don't know the depths of depravity I'm gonna have to do in fucking part 3 alone. Part 1, most of this makes some sort of logical sense. Part 3, aw, motherfucker, when I start using the spirit realm to solve these cases, bruh, you ain't even fucking ready. Trish, you think you Ace Attorney yourself yesterday on Hogwarts, but you ain't even ready. I'm gonna have to use the goddamn spirit realm. Actually using ghosts to make any of this shit make sense. Motherfucker is gonna use laser beams, and I'm gonna have to make that logical. You don't understand. You poor, poor primordial slime baby. Also, Trish, did you know that technically your color is orange? So now every day I can just call you my orange baby. Old sport. Sportsy. You truly are old sport, Triss. Well, yes. It's over. My life, everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Time to yiff the fox. Oh no. Do not yiff the fox. Please. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? Oh, what's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. Newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright, the boy. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Unfortunate, but fair. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor.
Hand shaking, eyesight fading. My knees are weak, arms are heavy. I think there's vomit on my shirt. It might be Mom's spaghetti.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in the case.
It's me, Your Honor. I'm the defendant. Why, Your Honor, of course I know the defendant. He's me. I believe it's Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct.
The defendant is my ass. Damn, Triss. Your ass killed someone? Actually, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, no, that scans. Checks out. Triss, who did you kill with your ass?
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
I know this one. Got to read over the case report cover to cover so many times. You know, cult leader. Trish, you let a cult leader eat your ass? And you didn't let me? I'm offended. Yes? It should have been me, not him. Okay, so Cindy Stone, that's our victim. Wait, uh-oh. Oh wait, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press remember, check it off and do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? It was Cindy Stone, Your Honor.
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. Yeah. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed.
Tress, be honest with me. If you were ever to become a judge, would you wear a fake beard that looks just like this man's just so you... and just start doing Phoenix Wright shit? My next question is, why do I imagine Jove would... has to look like exactly like this person whenever some bullshit happens in the headspace? Why do I feel like Jove has to be the judge? With that same tired, disappointed look.
You seem much more relaxed, Mr.
I mean, Phoenix Wright, yes, but the beard, I just wear a top hat. Ah! Professor Layton, very good. I've never played the Professor Layton games. Are they good? They look kind of fun. They seem like in sort of the same vein as Phoenix Wright. I think they're made by the same group. I could be right. But is this about how Jove looks whenever there's a spat in the headspace stress? Does Jove have to become the judge? Yes. Just that dead stare of, why am I still here? Just to suffer? Jove's a world leader trapped in your body. Truly, a cursed fate if ever there was one. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found next to the floor. It was found on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Alright, so if you thought fucking Daronka was insane, it is. Well, Payne is quite a pain. Oh no, he's shit. Would you believe us if I told you he was always the tutorial boss fight? And he's really shit at his job? Like, unnaturally shit at his job. Yes, this motherfucker was back in like the 80s doing this shit and he was still garbage. Be sure to pay attention to the evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Oop. Hi, hello. Howdy. Good evening, even though it's 10:44 a.m. This is the first time playthrough. No, I've beaten this game before. I think I beat it on stream before, but I was back before I had an audience. However, it's been fucking years. I remember some of the cases and like whodunit. But like I know, like of course, clearly the opening cutscene of this showed us who the killer was, so we already know who did it this time. But I vaguely remember most of them. But then we get to the second game, and I don't fucking remember anyone. Hope you have fun. Oh, I will. I love this game. This game is goofy, man. But like we get to the second Ace Attorney game, it's a blank. I don't remember a thing. I don't remember a damn thing in the second. I make trio unhinged. Ah, Trish, you shouldn't tell that to people. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butch, to the stand. Excuse me. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help you in the client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. There he gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butts, is it true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony.
Didn't they all die?
I guess they did. I wasn't dumped. She just doesn't take my phone calls. Or see me. Ever. What's due anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them?
Lies.
Oh, lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Okay. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts.
Man, I want a sugar mommy. Trust, you have money, right?
She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Alright, I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah. Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Bro, you too. Bro, same. Should I... Larry, do not fucking answer that. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. Look, of how she has sugar daddies. Oh, well, Trish, you weren't here for it, but the very opening of this case, we literally saw who killed her. We know who killed her this time. And it was not Larry. So, don't go too hard this time, Tress. We already know who did it. Save it for the next case. Save it for the next one. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oh. Dude, Dick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Oh. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy. This is so not looking good.
Our next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I feel that. Callie's exact face when Jove starts teasing her. But Callie knows she can't touch. The face of a man truly on the edge. The fact she had another one makes Butts not a problem. Because even though he was there, he didn't have a clear alibi. He doesn't have a clear alibi. No, Triss, we want him to have a clear alibi. An alibi means he couldn't have been there. We want him to have an alibi. Alibis are a good thing. Other way around there. Other way around there, mate. Yeah, no, an alibi means, like, let's say hypothetically, Joe fucking evaporated, and Callie was the same suspect. But Callie was too busy eating at fucking Arby's at the time. That's her alibi. She was at Arby's. We got camera footage, we have several witnesses. So we want Larry to have an alibi. If he doesn't, we're kinda fucked here. But yeah, other way around. We want him to have it. But the problem is, he might have actually been at the apartment, so... Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Yeah. But the others have motives. Yes, there you go. Yeah, the others definitely have a better motive than Larry did. Larry didn't even know he was seeing other men. But again, we already know who did the murder, so let's not go too hard this time, shall we? Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, didn't see her.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
I didn't even remember that was his voice. I was just giving him this voice because he looks like a bitch.
Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
So I'm just doing the thinking. Alright, you didn't see who did it. That simplifies the matter. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Gasp.
Order. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Schwett to the stand.
Frank... Wait, hold on. Is it supposed to be said Frank saw it? Also trust that's the guy who did it. Yeah, there's literally only two people involved in this fucking case. That was him. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. There's literally no one else a part of this fucking case. Unless the victim did it to herself. Yeah, that's the guy. There he is.
Mr. Sawyer, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Honestly, I didn't even need to tell you he did it. And just look at the motherfucker. Even if he didn't commit the murder, he's clearly guilty of something. This man has killed before, and he will kill again. The fact his head doesn't move is just disturbing. Right, other games was a case beyond the reach of parts of Victor also, man. Look at him, Jess. Would you trust this man with your fucking toothbrush? He looks like the kind of motherfucker who'd try to sell you bullshit car insurance. Seriously, why does his head not move? It's freaking me out. Oh yes, newspapers, yes. On TV, no. Meant to be a religious thing. That's just a mole. I don't think that's a religious... No, Tress, that's not a religious thing. That's just a mole. He just has a mole in the middle of his forehead. The religious thing you're thinking of is a red dot. But he does look like a cult leader, doesn't he? Tress, is this the cult leader you killed with your ass? Is this him? Holy shit, the joke from the start of the stream came back. It's gone full circle. We found him, ladies and gentlemen. He wasn't worth it. Damn. Damn. How depraved you have to be for Tress to not even find it worth it. That is a cursed existence if ever there was one.
Mr. Sott, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder.
Alright, get ready, chat. So we're going to hear the testimony. So, in case you don't know how this game works, we're going to hear the testimony, and then we can go back through it and try to find, like, discrepancies. So even though we know this guy did it, Tress, the main part of this game is figuring out how to catch him in the lie. So get your thinking caps on.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment, and then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving. Dead!
Just drop the statue on her head. Well, then Larry would have committed the murder. So we're still fucked, but no.
I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
I was hoping he would tell us the time of death, but I think we get that later.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally.
Wait, if it's cordless, then why would a blackout fucking matter? It's cordless.
The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
I was gone from noon to 6 p.m. the day of the... Okay. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor?
Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right?
And trust, take these words to heart for the rest of this game series. Or for no, make exceptions to service, I don't know. I think 911 calls, even if you don't have even if your phone insurance leaves, I think you can still make 911 calls. But even if it was dead, it's a cordless phone sitting in a charger, right? Why would that matter? Unless the motherfucker died that quick. Which would just be insane, but... Here's the fun fact, Tress. That literally means fuck all. Yeah, the phone just didn't work. We just have to accept that as fact. Even though, by all logical metrics, the bitch should have worked. Anyway, these are words to live by, Tress.
Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First,
okay, well, she didn't say it, but basically the rule is, if your client didn't commit the crime, find a way to make that story true. That's my job as a defense attorney. My job is, if I truly believe my client is innocent, what's the story that makes him innocent? Even if it's fucking batshit and like Baba is you, basically. I don't know what that is, but yes. But it doesn't matter how batshit the story is. If I can like put a seed of doubt in there. Also, I would love a Project Moon Ace Attorney game. Could you fucking imagine an Ace Attorney game? Project Moon. I think that would truly have to... Your character would have to be on fucking cocaine to make any of that shit make sense. Do they even have courts?
once you find the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court records with tab and point out the country. Okay. You win, but you need to figure out how to get to you win. Oh, so it's like a sort of coding thing. But yes, that is effectively it, Tress. I need to work backwards. How does this shit make sense? Also, ready for one of my favorite buttons in video games ever? Tress, are you ready for the best button ever? Hold it! Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know, he just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of the crime. The defense requests the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course. What the witness means is that he saw... means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? Half open, you say? Yes, the door was half open, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I gave him a completely different voice, fuck. I see. Oh, what happened next? That's this guy's voice, fuck. That's his voice. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. What gave you the idea to do that? Oh, well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing. True words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? Well, I mean, if the door is half open and you, like, peek inside, like, opening it fully and going inside, I guess would be illegal, but, like... I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't look inside any door just because I'm afraid that if I looked inside, I would find you, Tress, half undressed. And then I'd be dragged inside to a fate most men would wish for death in. What I'm getting at is, Tress, is I effectively think you're in every fucking door like a horror movie monster. Waiting. Plotting. Sort of like It Follows, but like, instead of being killed by a creepy monster, I'm just gonna be suffocated. By you wrapping yourself around my head like a goddamn snare flea in Lethal Company. You think your PC could handle Lethal Company? God, I want to play Lethal Company. Anyway. So you looked into the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving. Dead.
Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. You're wrong. I'd give you a fate better than death. Oh, God. Oh, God, somehow that's scarier. Tress, coming from you, I hope you know that doesn't sound like a good thing. That sounds like a threat. Because it can be to most. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Oh shit, nope, hold on, go back. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes, I mean, no, nothing. Okay. What happened next? Suspicious? I thought to call the police immediately. Yes. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call? Alright, Phoenix, now we're reaching.
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony.
The phone in your apartment wasn't working. Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't, right? But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you? Also, Trish, sometimes we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to do a contradiction. Make him break some shit. And then contradict him again. But he touched the phone! Bingo, Tress! Now you're thinking. Oh, that... I can explain that. See... I mean, to be fair, this is basically a tutorial thing, but yeah, that's how you should be thinking, Tress. If he says some shit that ain't sound, if what he said ain't sounding kosher. I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And the phone wasn't working, correct?
Okay. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. I find that suspicious, but this is supposed to be Japan, so... Yeah, And being in the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Alright. What time did you call again? "1 p.m. Are you certain?" "Yes, absolutely."
Seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right, doesn't that seem strange to you? There's some evidence to contradict him.
Wait a goddamn minute. This chat is why we read all of our evidence. Time of death, 4 p.m. Now, Trust, ready for my second favorite button in gaming? Ready for the second best button? Let me rephrase that. The actual best button in gaming? You goddamn right. Objection! Hold it! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. It's not playing my track just yet, but ooh, baby, when it plays the track, ooh, ooh. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was nobody to her, no body, to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
His head doesn't move.
Oh, that?
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Salt, why are you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a good question. Good job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Honestly, Trust, what do I feel like you would have even after, like, see, I think I said this last time I streamed the game, but damn, I would love to have you on stream for this game. Because just hearing you try to figure out half this bullshit would be funny as that would truly be the stream. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart.
Oh wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
Yeah, I've got this one. You said heard, not saw. Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? You're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
The witness didn't say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to say she wouldn't hear anything.
I have to agree with the prosecution. You may continue your prosecution. Sorry, I accidentally clicked. Apparently the right click button is skip ahead. I accidentally clicked that. Whoops. Are you sure it was the television, not a radio?
Well,
No, it might have been a radio.
incidental. There's no radio on the premises. There's only one large television.
Right. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television.
The witness is testified he heard the time.
How do you explain the gap? Well, witness, can you explain this?
Yeah, well, now he's explained it.
Look, not everything the witness says is gonna matter, but it's still good to check all your bases.
A video.
Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True, true.
Right. I think the problem was someplace else.
We're agreeing that you heard the time at the scene, then. Are you sure the voice you heard said it was 1 p.m.? Yes, I can practically hear it now. It was quite clear. Mr. Payne, has the prosecution verified this testimony?
My apologies, Your Honor. I, too, have only just learned that the witness heard the time.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I only remembered it just now. Well, you just watch it. No much point pressing on that one, was there?
Notice anything suspicious?
Several things, but like... Wait a minute! Oh! Tress, you see it too, don't you? You know what, Tress, I'm actually gonna let you figure this one out. It's just figuring out when to hit him. Here's the problem. How could it come from the television if there was a blackout? Hold it right there. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. No, it wasn't the internet, Tress. There was a blackout. All electricity was taken out. How could there be something on the TV? And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Solid, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. So I think that proves it, Tress. Jove really is just the judge in your headspace, isn't she? You know in anime when like the character gets super big and has like red eyes? I just imagine that's Jove whenever somebody fucks up. Oh.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sot. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. How would he have seen the clock?
Like that one person in Limbus, but instead of one weapon, I'd be a gun with various ammo rounds.
Jove, are you saying you have to go around in the headspace doing Durankaropa shit, shooting truth bullets? That's what I do. And have to solve it on the spot.
Truss, why is there a book of your fucking crimes against humanity? You know, I asked that like I don't already know the answer, but sadly I do. Or a library in my headspace. That doesn't make it better, Tress. You know that. I don't even think Phoenix Wright could save you, Tress. I don't. In a court of law, I don't even think Phoenix Wright could do it.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered the table clock.
A table clock.
A table clock? Where was there a clock at the scene?
This is the first I've heard of it.
The murder weapon.
Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon.
That's what I said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. So used to shuffling through it. Looks very quickly. It's genuinely annoying. Jove, do you want Callie to sit on your face? I mean, cuddle. That's what I said. I said cuddle. Fuck you. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place?
Because it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened to myself.
The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story.
Now, find the contradiction. But even physical accusation makes him suspicious on its own. Oh, absolutely. But how do we nail them? Yes, I'm drunk on whiskey. Yes, I beat this game before without ever drinking. Yes, I still can't fucking remember how we nail this motherfucker. I know the pivotal piece of evidence. But I can't use it yet. See, the whole thing about him not even going to the apartment is already bullshit. Because if he didn't go into the apartment, how would he see a fucking table clock? Wait just a moment. Didn't they everyone confirm this was the murder weapon? The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Ah, hit me with the jams. Also, how is the audio? Oh, it can stand it. It can stand to go. Oh, hold on. Hold on, so you can... Oh, hell yeah. Jove, this should be what you hear now anytime you find stress in a contradiction. Just blast this in your headspace and that should be about right. Would you believe they get rid of this for the other two games? Why the fuck would you get rid of this song? What the fuck? Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are?
Just... You know what? I feel like it'd be the easiest. I would tell a single life my only problem would be memories. Oh, Tress. Oh, you sweet summer child. As if that's not an issue I have to deal with in these games. Literally, memory problems are an issue I have to deal with in these fucking games.
Just answer the question, Mr. Salt. Hey, I saw it. Okay, that's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Payne.
as the witness stated, that statues need a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. The weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, appears the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with the testimony now? Shit. Yeah, I have several. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified they never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock. The shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intrigued. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Also, that was this was the opening scene, Tress, so we already knew what happened, but yeah. They're starting us off easy. Mr. Salt, sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you're so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I did. I never.
Look, the clock. No, I saw.
Shut up. I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, and give him death.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor. A moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Case is writing on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Shorts heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Let's sound the clock now. You're in the court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Schwartz heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Schwartz saw it. Try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What is he talking about now? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. Proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow the day of the murder? Can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right!
How am I gonna prove that? Damn it! It's so close.
Mr. Wright, seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. It means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I came all the way down to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Solid. Mia? I mean, Chief! Listen up, alright? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes, I can. Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
Must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves that the clock was running slow. Because the day before the murder, she was in Paris.
And if I've learned anything from Kane, clocks run slow when you go across the world, don't they?
The victim had just returned home from abroad that day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there.
That's why, trust, when it's 5 p.m. for the two of us, it's 1 a.m. for Kane.
Thank you, Britain! The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's what the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Tress, can you kill me? Can you personally come to my home and kill me for that one? For that joke? Yeah. I think I killed him. He's dead. Order! Order, I say! I mean, honestly, wouldn't they have dusted the statue for fingerprints and thus we could have avoided... Whatever. As we'll see, the police are fucking incompetent, so whatever. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness...
He was arrested, taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I have to say, I'm impressed. I didn't think I'd ever seen someone complete a offense so quickly, and to find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts.
Do they have confetti on demand in Japan? What the fuck?
And with that, the court is adjourned. High fives and hand jobs for everybody. Turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Solid let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Solid grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Well, I'm glad we found the killer. It still is heartbreaking, isn't it? Promising young woman taken because some scumbag wanted to rob people. Then blame it on another human. What a tragic world we live in. That's why we need people like Mr. Wright. Phew! Still can't believe we won.
Right, good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
Well, it was over.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong?
Oh, no.
Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent.
The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was a... No, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. And you practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent.
Oh, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this. Ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey, here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, isn't the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. What? I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Didn't that make you want to cry?
Larry... Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
What the heck is she talking about?
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. I just need her clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Make it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am.
Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little better.
Alright. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. And shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying...
Something about how the butts always smell something.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks.
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." And I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Maya. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry. Be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. When the fuck did I play this 3 times? What the fuck? I played this game 3 times? What?
Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya. It's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry. I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. Nah. I'm just teasing. I've been great. Finally getting used to having my own place.
One day I'll stop clicking the right button, won't I?
I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? I'm sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about an upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe giving the evidence here. I got you. So, what is it this time? It's our clock.
A clock?
Yeah, it's made to look like this statue, the Thinker. And it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? It's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. I'm sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, possibility it might turn out that way, yeah. Can you come by the office tonight? Say 9 p.m. to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. But I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. The usual joint then. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon.
Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Faye, you're a poor liar. I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
You're not... Confugurous? What the fuck? Of my background? Gathering information is my business, you say.
I should have been more careful.
My dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry. I'm afraid I must ask you one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Alright, well, they tell us who did this one too, but I assure you in the future they won't. Red, white, blue. I promise, Stress, they're not just going to tell us who did every time. God, I wish they did. Oh, I'm late. That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia? Maybe she's in her office. Blood. Sis? Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Chief. This crusher would drive blood. Ironic, this screaming murder weapon again. Some shards of glass were scattered on the floor. Seemed to be arranged in the glass light stand. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this. If there are any clues here, struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. I think an extra must have been the murder weapon. Must be used a glass light stand when broken in the back of the room. Nothing else seems like a piece of paper must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Words written in blood on a scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This sheet of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what the girl was doing here. A large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. A nice, luxurious place. That girl just now. Where did she go? Right here on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Oops! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Fay. Maya Fay? Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I thought there'd be use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Maya died, she wrote this message with her own blood. She wrote on the back of this receipt.
That's my name. Why? Where'd she write my name?
Please, just calm down.
Why would Sis write my name?
Now I've done it. I better hurry up and call the police. What happened? I'm being shocked. But I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened?
I came in, the room was dark, and Sis...
She was already dead. So you're the chief's
Sister. I'm her younger sister.
and you were here visiting? This late at night?
Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her.
Evidence?
Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker.
Commissioner's desk. As you sit here. I better not touch the doorknob. Wise decisions, truly. Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. Three of the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police! Please come quickly. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. He's holding a phone in her hand. Yeah, boy. The police? Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze! Hands in the air! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoes. Hey? Gumshoe? What an odd name. They received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been the woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Wait. She wouldn't have... Ah! Excuse me. This wouldn't might have me anything to you.
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With a dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name.
Killer, I'm not...
Case closed. You come down to the precinct, ma'am.
What?
Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Like the criminal she is. Hold on, chat, 1 second. There we go.
It's you, the lawyer.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. She looks so tired.
Are you going to be my attorney?
Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. It's up to you. Are you giving her straight? It's up to you.
Up to me?
Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here.
They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you. You found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it.
Did I look at her like that? No! I never thought.
It's okay. I understand. I've also heard about you.
Heard? Heard what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day.
Today was my junior partner's first time in court.
Wow, really? How'd that go?
It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while.
So you crashed and burned?
He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience.
Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to now if I ever get into trouble.
I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia.
I know.
Smile for the camera. Guard monitors the visitors room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
What's with that outfit?
Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training.
A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Tell me more about the day of the murder.
Yes, let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes, the clock shaped like the thinker. One layer of it. How? I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yes, I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things.
Chat. I'm about ready to move over to our second game of the night. Or of the day. So we're gonna go ahead and get that ready. And we'll see all of you in just a moment. Till then, later mates.